Hey everybody, this is Tim. Welcome back to another episode of Boone County Beekeeper. Now, today is Monday, 21st day of August, and I realize that I've not been on here in a while. I apologize for that, but man, I've really been busy. We went on vacation there for a week. If you remember, we went to Topsail, and from there, I come home, and my daughter, if you remember, she is expecting here pretty soon, and actually about the first part of October. So they had her a baby shower, and that's what I had going on this past weekend, was a baby shower. So that being said, I've not really got to get in here lately, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not real pleased with what I'm seeing on my colonies, and hopefully maybe after today we'll feel a little bit better about it, I hope. So just have to wait and see. That remember the two big colonies, I came up and I put feeders on there, and I also put two empty supers. I've not been back in there other than feed them, so I don't know if they built any comb or not, but I've not been able to feed them as much as I wanted to, so we'll have to wait and see. Today I want to get in there and pull them feeders off, because we got a Japanese knotweed flow is starting right now. So next few weeks should be pretty good, and my goal is just let them keep that and let them pack everything full for the winter. Now, on the other ones, the Maybe hive, man, it really seems to be doing well, and I'm anxious to see what it looks like. The cedar hive there, I don't know. They have been taking some feed, so hopefully they're growing. But now that plastic hive, if you remember, we done a split, and that split was what I put in there. Really good queen, but for whatever reason, seemed like they're not taking any feed, and I don't know what's going on with them, so I need to get in there and look at them too. Now it's about I'm gonna say it's about 4:30 in the evening, and buddy, it's hot. It's really hot. We've had mid and upper 90s, and this week's supposed to be in the 90s. It's tough. I don't get in there a lot when it's like this, but I've got to get in there today to see what's going on. Now, I've kind of procrastinated a little bit on my big colonies. The apivar will come off of all my other stuff today, but I was wanting to do apigard on my two big production colonies there. But I tell you, with what all's been going on in my personal life here, with all this stuff happening, and the heat, and just the way that everything's shook out, I've not been able to put anything on there. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to throw me some apivar strips in there. And I know that shouldn't cause a brood break or anything like that. So I'm going to put me 2 apivar strips in each one of those colonies. And I'm just going to let them go. And then we'll hit them hard with oxalic acid here a little later. That'll take us through the month of September. And we'll see what happens. That's all that I know to do. Got to get them treated. Gonna have to come up and mow this grass, looks like, again. It's getting pretty woolly. So we've had a lot of storms, a lot of limbs down. You'll see that. It's seems like you can't get caught up sometimes, guys. It's tough. But we'll go in there and we'll see what happens, and we'll just check them out, and we'll go from there. We'll just see what we got to do. Kind of anxious to see what happens over here on these 3 little ones. So, man, I tell you what, they're flying a little bit, but man, they're bearded. They're bearded all over the front of those big colonies. I probably won't film that. I don't imagine that's going to be pleasant, trying to get that down to the brood box and get the apivar strips in, but it's what we got to do. So we'll do that first, then we'll start filming over here on these other 3. So stick around, guys. Here's the intro, and we'll be back in just a minute. Alright guys, we're back. I went ahead and I got in them 2 big ones over there, and I got down in the brood box. I got some apivar strips put in there. Now, that comb situation, I told you about building comb. Hey, I've got 2 full boxes of comb over there. Now, I'm not going to take them off today. I'm kind of pressed for time. I'm going to go ahead and I'll come up this weekend, and I'll go ahead and get them off and see what happens. And I'll tell you what I may do. Afraid they may run out of room. So this flow starting, I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put me 2 more empties on there. I know you shouldn't do that probably with the apivar, but the way I see it, I'm not going to eat that honey. I'm going to spin it out and either feed it back to them or get rid of it. And what I'll do is I'll freeze that and then I'll store it. Surely to goodness, it'll be a year from now, almost a year from now. Surely that chemical should be gone by that time in just the comb. So I think that's what I'll do. I might be able to build me a couple more boxes here. Now, what I have done today, I brought me a super up here to put on here of just empty foundation. I don't know what we got in here. I've not been in there yet, but they seem like it was pretty strong. And maybe we'll get us a box of foundation off of there. I don't know. We'll have to wait till we get in there and see. Really worried about this plastic hive, guys. I am. So let's get ahead and get started. See what we can get done here today. Like I said, now it's been a while since I've been in here, and other than feeding, now these girls, they've been taking all their feed right again. Here again, it's empty. They took. I filled this up 3 or 4 times now, and they've emptied it every single time. So that's a good sign. So looks like a pretty good bit of bees in here. We'll see how they do. I'm gonna set this over here out of the way. Now I don't have a excluder in here, so we'll have to be careful. But if you remember now what I do, oh yeah. So here's my winter feed that I put on there. We'll check this out and see. Looks like we got a pretty good bit of bees. And these girls have been busy. Look here. They're already got nectar in there and capping it. So I'm looking down here. Even some new ones here. Man, it's hot. Even here's one of those maybe. You see right there, they're starting to fill that out, putting nectar in. So I've got what, 2 months, so I think I'll be fine. So these girls here, I will give them a box today. I will, and we'll see what happens. Let me just peep in here. I'll go ahead and jerk out the apivar strip. That's a good heavy box. They've done well. This is, if you remember now, this is a swarm that we caught. And, well, she seems like she's done really well. It's time for the apivar to come out, so we'll get him out of there. Oh, I'm going to get me a sweatband. It is so hot, guys. And I'll just be honest with you. I probably won't be getting back in here for a while. I really won't. I don't get in a lot this time of year. It's just, there's not really a whole lot of. Right there's all I need to see, guys. Look here, I'll show you. You can see there's brood. I see larvae down in there. I see all kind of. I see eggs. So we know we definitely got a queen. She's doing her thing. We'll go ahead and just button them back up, and we'll move on over to the next one. So I think we're fine, but what we're going to do is this. With this flow coming in, we'll put this one on. We'll let them finish filling that up. That's a 3/4 of the way full now. All right, there's that. And what we'll do is this. I've got a box right here of empty foundation, and we'll just go ahead and we'll let them work on that. We'll just give them time with this flow that's coming in. I'm not putting more feed on here till that flow's over. You never know. This colony here could possibly go ahead and fill this up, and then we might have a little honey. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll just leave them like that for now. All right, we know we're queen right. All right, so let's move on over now. I'm gonna move you. Let's just glance in this plastic hive. That's what I'm really concerned about. I really am concerned about this one because it don't really seem to be doing very well. So we'll see. Got to get in there and get that apivar out anyway. So there's that. And they've not been taking any feed. Been feeding them on the same schedule. And everything else up here takes all the feed. These girls has not took any. And until this time. That's a good sign. They've took all the feed this time, so I'm glad. The past couple times they've not taken any feed whatsoever. So that's good. Alright, so I'm going to sit down here. Can you see me? I hope you can. And tell you what, I don't know that we have any bees in here. I don't think we got any bees whatsoever. I think they have, they didn't make it, I don't think. Nope. Nope, these girls didn't make it. So, I don't know what happened. If something happened to that queen, I don't know. As you can see, they've been completely robbed out. So, good thing we got in it when we did. We'll beat the wax moss. What I'll do is when I leave here today, I'll take this back with me, and we will we'll just wait till next year, guys, on this one. So I got some good comb anyway, so that's a good thing. Oh well, hey, that is beekeeping. I told you I was worried about this colony. They done good in the nuke box, and when I put them in here, I'd robbed them so much, and that's all that I had, and I probably shouldn't have done that, but probably should have left them in the 5-frame box. But it is what it is, and you learn by your mistakes, so never know till you try. All right, so let's move on over. I'm concerned about this one as well. This one here, I don't know. It's not very good either, I don't think. Let me move you again. At least we'll know where we're at. Maybe I see a few bees flying in and out of this one. Could be robbers, I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. So, see what we got here. So, now see, this time they didn't take all their feed, and they have been taking their feed, but they didn't this time. So, get in here and see. I'm gonna dump this out over here. Hold on, guys. So there's that. And I'm gonna set this feeder in front of the hive there so they can fly back in if they need to. But we've got a few bees in here, that's good. Let's pull my chair over, get off of that knee a little bit. So, I'll tell you about that. I went to the doctor the other day about my knee, and he said, I'm 56. He said, well, he said, you got a very severe knee. And he said, probably one of the worst he had seen in somebody that was my age. And he said, I definitely need a replacement. But he wants me to wait till I'm 60. Man, that's 4 years. I don't know. The way I hobble around now, I don't know if I can make it 4 years. He got some other things he wants to try. Got a new shot if my insurance will pay for it, which I doubt. And so we'll have to wait and see. Nothing there. Just starting to build a little wax. These girls here will need a little help, I believe. Alright, so right here I got nectar. That's what I got, nectar. Don't see no signs of eggs or anything. So that's a food frame. I'll put it here to the outside. See what we got, guys. It's been a great year, man, on the honey front, I'll have to say. It has. It's been a great year, and that's probably bad for me, and I'll tell you way of my feelings on that. Oh, I've got, I'll show you here. There's my queen too, so I'll show you her with a big purple dot on her. Let's see, right there's my queen, if you can see her. Right there at my thumb. She's pretty. We'll go ahead and get her back in here. Now, that frame there has got plenty of brood. It's got eggs and larvae, so she's doing her thing. So we should be fine here. So we'll see. But on the honey, you know, guys, I made a lot of honey this year, and I think that was my problem. I concentrated too much on my honey production and not so much on my bees, and I think that's where I made my mistake. I've had a lot of losses this year, and I'll look you in the face and tell you I believe it's my fault. I really do. I believe it's my fault. I think I should have maybe concentrated a little more on my bees. The swarms that we caught, if you remember, they was all small except this one over here. That was really the only good swarm that I caught. But I don't know. I've combined and I've done a lot of things, and I don't know. Well, I'm seeing some brood that's emerged, and it's so hard. I didn't bring my flashlight. So hard to see eggs. I do see larvae, so I'm betting there's eggs down in there as well. They look good. They've had the full round of Apivar. We'll see what happens. Now I do have a little nuke over here, and probably what I'll end up doing, I'm probably going to combine, it's queenless I believe. I think I'm going to combine that maybe in with this colony here, just to build it up a little bit, and we will see. I do see, let me see if I can get in some light. I see a lot of larvae. I see some eggs. So she's doing her thing. She's not tearing the bone out. But you got to think now, also it's at the end of August here. So naturally, you know, she's going to slow down. These days are getting a lot shorter. Man, it's been miserable hot. It has. So what I may do, I think that's the end of it right here. Yeah. So that's another food frame, and there's where my Apivar was in. So I tell you what we'll do, guys. Let's count here. So we might as well say we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll say right at 6 frames of bees. I'm not going to put a box on these girls yet. I brought one, but I didn't know what to expect. So we've taken our Apivar out. And what I'm going to do is I'll take this one back home and freeze those frames. That's going to give us 4. We're going to have 2 here and 2 over there. Now, will they make it through the winter? Guys, I don't know. But we'll do everything we can to try to get them to. There's that queen on top of that frame. Let's see what she does. And she's going to cross, and she's going right back down in right there. Okay. That was crazy. But anyway, so what we'll do is we'll go in the winter, looks like probably, hopefully with 4. Need to really concentrate on these bees, getting them just built up as heavy as we probably possibly can. I will get in this one. I'm not going to film that, but I'm going to get in this nuke before I leave and see where we're at on it. I may this weekend, when I come up, combine that nuke with this one right here, build the numbers up, see what we can do. Got to get these girls, I got 2 months, I've got to get these girls built up. And even, you know, if I have to winter through in a single, that's okay. I've never really done that, but I know a lot of people that does that. and they don't really have any problem as long as you keep them plenty of food, and we'll do the mountain camp method. But really, that's about it. Just wanted to get in here and jerk the apivar out. I told you I was worried about these girls here. I was wanting to see how this was going to overwinter. Not going to find out this year for sure. But I'll take this home and I'll get those frames in the freezer and I'll clean this thing up real good. And next spring, we'll just try it again. And long hives the same way. Didn't have no luck there either. So we'll give them a try next year if there is a next year. And if the good Lord's willing and I'm still here, we'll just have to wait and see. But guys, I know it wasn't much of a video, but just an assessment, and that's something that you really need to be doing right now is assessing your bees, see where you're at, make sure you got your mite treatments. Like I said, I started in these 2 production colonies. I started today with the apivar treatment, and if you go by the calendar, 42 days, that would be September the 30th. That'd be the last day of September, and that's what I'll probably do is just leave them in there till then. Whatever honey we get is for them. You know, I may go, what I could do, if I can make some more, I may go ahead and just let them fill that up and I'll put it on here and give it to these girls for the winter. You know, that might be a way to go. So we got time, we got options. I like to come and look at my bees, and I don't like to make any quick judgment. Sometimes you have to. But I like to go home and just sit down and think about it for a little while. If you do that, usually, you know, it'll come to you what to do. Right or wrong, you just got to do it. So, guys, this is Tim. I want to thank you for being here. Sorry I've been gone for a while. I'll say God bless you, God bless your family, God bless your bees. I hope you and your family is well. I hope everything in your life is going wonderful. I do, and I just hope and pray that your bees are doing good. And guys, get out there and check them. Get ready for winter. It's here. Usually end of October is when I button mine up, right around October 15th to the 31st. So that's when I try to do it. So guys, get out there and make sure that you're getting them ready for winter. Because, man, if I lose some colonies, I'm going to be hurting. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you right now, next year, and I know I say this, but I'm going to try to say, I'm going to concentrate more on bees next year than I am on honey. Yeah, I mean, I'll get some honey. I got a little greedy this year. I don't care to just tell you, I got a little greedy, and I sold a lot of honey and made a lot of honey. It's a wonderful year. So we'll just have to wait and see what it does. And next year, I want to do some heavy duty splitting. I want to do some, maybe a little bit of raising some queens. Definitely on this old girl right here because they're just too mean. First thing happened, I got in there and before I could even get the boxes pulled apart, one done went up and got me on the ankle. They're just mean. So I want to get rid of them. So guys, listen, thanks a lot for being here. This is Tim, the Boone County Beekeeper. Thanks for stopping by.